What's up? I didn't even mean to hit the go on the stream yet. I wasn't quite ready. I think I needed a minute, but oh well, here we go. Praise Yah. And pull up the chat. Oh, happy Sunday. It's always a good way to start the week with a stream. So I thought I'd milk it. Not that I'm not excited. I'm excited about this. So I want to do a little bit of, I guess, sample chopping here with the MPC. I got the live in front of me today rather than the live 2. And I wanted to speculate a little bit how sample chopping might work on the new leaked in. And so looks like I got a lot of buffering going already. So I pulled up, I did a brief little lookup, try to find a video with the MPC XL in it. Because the MPC XL is the only other MPC that has a chop button on it. So that being that, I wanted to look at it, see if it gives us a little insight on how the chopping works on the sample, and then also like compare it to the two like most obvious things that the MPC sample is competing with. It's coming after the EP-133 by Teenage Engineering, and then the Roland SP-404 Mark II, and which both have chop buttons. So in those, it's a very quick way of getting to the chop screen, right? So let me just pull this up here. And this is a video with the XL. Hopefully it'll play sooner than later. Okay, we can probably just do shouts in the chat while that does that. I don't know why it's kind of seems to do that when I'm streaming. But what's good, everyone? World Needs a Hero, what's up? How you doing, man? I don't know if I asked you if you had mentioned whether this would be something that you're going to grab up. I know you got the live 3, so you're probably set, but yeah. Let me refresh this video. Pull that up. See if it goes now. I just gotta cue it up though. Go into this little chop mode section. Yeah, just playing that real quick. So I don't know if I can zoom in. This was my phone, I can zoom in, but right here, you guys see the mouse. Right around here, somewhere left of the pads, there's a chop button. Let's see.
On the MPC. Now another awesome feature using these 16 linear Q-Link knobs is when it's time to chop some samples. So I have a sample here loaded in, and if I hit chop, I can jump right into my chop mode.
So that's interesting. He hit chop, and then there's already chops on there. I don't know if that's probably, in just knowing the MPC, he probably pre-chopped that, and he's doing a presentation, so it's pre-chopped. I don't know if it's going to give you that immediately. I doubt it. But I guess there's a possible chance that when you hit the chop button, it's already got slice points on it. In this case, it looks like, I don't know, it kind of looks like he manually did this rather than it being, or it could have been like the threshold chopping. So I guess we'll continue this. I don't know if much of this is relevant because he's going in and talking about the Q-Links, but let's play it.
The way it's laid out is I can just place my right hand over here, go to the start of it, and I can just quickly select the sample I want to work with, zoom in, and then adjust the start point of this particular sample and jump in between.
I wish this was zoomed out though. So I don't know if he's using the last 3 Q-Links to chop.
All of my different tracks. Zooming in with this.
No, he's zooming in with the big data knob.
My thumb then to swivel towards it, jumping over to this next pad, zooming in, adjusting the start point on this one.
So he's adjusting the start point with the last Q-Link. That's a little bit confusing. So I'm imagining this like on the sample, right? So I think I had a picture of it up somewhere. Where is it? I gotta go down to gallery. So with this chop button, then you got 3. These aren't Q-Links, right? These aren't endless encoders like they are on the MPCs, like on all the other ones. But so it's more like a SP, right? And like the Teenage Engineering EP-133, they're not endless encoders. They're just I don't know what you call those, just knobs, pots. And so with the SP, I believe it's the first 2, or on the SP world, this volume knob is in, it's at the same position here. So the second knob is the start point. The third one, which is the second one here, is the end point. And then I think the fourth one or the third one here would be zoom. But looking at the XL video, I guess maybe you're gonna have to zoom with the data wheel, which is cool. So this maybe, I don't know what this might work as. So yeah, just a guess, just kind of assuming here. So yeah, there's a chop button. I guess it's just a quick way, which is cool because then it's a quick way to get there. But then now I'm also wondering, what is this window? Is this the chop window as well as like the trim screen? It is the trim screen. So that's what you got to wonder, because like most of us who have an MPC, we're going into the trim section and then there's a chop tab. So maybe this button is the chop tab. So maybe you go into the trim screen and then hit the chop button and then boom, you're in the chop window. And then you can maybe do lazy chopping with the pads, or maybe there's, we have a couple options like threshold chopping, or like equal parts. What is it called? Regions, where you can select the number of regions. So possibly, but also when I'm speculating, just move over here to my overhead, and I got a sample ready. And then so sample edit, right? This is how you would do things. Go to your chop, and then I think the most likely case is with the sample you'll have auto or manual.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Like
Or I could do, maybe I'll do 16.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
Okay, so I have a guess. So I actually covered this in another video, and it's this feature. So I'm done chopping here, right? Usually, most of us would go convert, right, and create a program. I think if they're going for ease and like workflow here, like things to move a lot faster with the MPC sample, then they're gonna make use of this feature, which just kind of snuck in here into the MPC. So like I've got this sample here on the pad, right? And they also, okay, well they snuck in. I never saw it announced at any point right here. So maybe I need to zoom in for y'all so you can see this. Whoops. So if I zoom into the screen a bit, I'm in 16 levels, and in 16 levels you got different type. Okay, type, which is interesting. So we go over here, there's a slice option, and now
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
so now my chops are on these pads, and that's activated by 16 levels, and which I find fascinating because what a word. Slice, it's interesting because right here it says type, and then if we go back over to the It's a little picture that I have right here of the MPC sample, and zoom into it. Below the chop button, next to the loop button, you have 16 levels, and then you have type. So maybe like with the shift button, you control the secondary function of the buttons, and that'll allow you to cycle through somehow the types that we're seeing on 16 levels in the MPC here when you activate it, and then you switch that with the data wheel, right? So chop button on the sample, physical chop button, quick way of getting there. And that's just to set your chops like I did right here in the MPC. And then 16 levels, shift 16 levels, navigate to 16, to slice, and then boom, you got the chops just like that in the MPC on the pads, which is since I figured this out, this was in here, I haven't chopped the old way because I feel like it's more efficient. So I really think that's what they're going for with this MPC sample. It's so different from what they've been doing, which is funny because it is more of a nod to what they had been doing, but it's cool to me. That's cool to me because it's like an old school MPC. Kind of everything is just, there's no touchscreen, right? Everything's at your fingertips, but then it's like updated to kind of be like to fit what's going on today. And I think what they're doing there, what they've done with this, is improve the workflow. That's why since I figured out this chop thing, I haven't gone back. Of course, you gotta kind of make your samples smaller, which ends up working because you could just, put your samples next to each other. So if I have one, this is like a 2-bar. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? So that's a 2-bar loop, right? So working in 2 bars, and you can have different sections. Like this might be for my hook. Then I might sample a different part of the record or whatever the sample and put it here. Could be like my my verse part, and it's efficient because you just press it, boom. So I'm gonna go in here just to make this sound better. This is what I do usually. Where am I at? Go to the amp. Smooth out the. It's a little bit chopped too much, but yeah, you guys get the idea there with what I'm saying. I'm gonna jump in the chat. I just wanted to show you that. That's how I'm presuming, speculating how the chop might be working on the new MPC sample. So hopefully we'll see soon. I hear a date floating around before the end of the month, but we will have to wait and see. DJ Rec, what's good? I want one, but right now I'm looking at converting to Mac from Windows. So yeah, have you seen the new MacBooks? Are you thinking about getting one of those? That's a wild price on those. DJ Rec had showed me that, and I had heard about them. $600. Like back when I bought my MacBook, it was like at least $1,200-$1,300. So that's pretty dope. Where is Beats by Lonza? He would know about the chop feature. Why, does he have one? The sample looks fire. Yeah, heck yeah. The pad's gonna be as big as my MPK Mini 4. Yeah, I think so. Any idea on the release date? I'm hearing like the 24th. So let's see if that's accurate. Usually Kai drops stuff on a Tuesday. And yeah, sure enough, 24th is a Tuesday. You see that. So yeah. But I don't know. I mean, that's just a rumor. This whole MPC sample thing could be fake now, but I don't think so. I mean, I know pretty much for a fact it's not, because I got my order in and I talked to a rep when that whole leak went down. So MPC sample definitely breed old school type producers, with limitations lead to different styles of creativity. For sure, yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it because I think there is a certain amount of power that kind of like helps you with that creative process just enough. But then there's sometimes there's too much that it can be detrimental. That's why I mean, just in general, I like to stay standalone. Is kind of a limitation of options or distractions. Wonder how fast they'll sell. I think that's gonna sell out quick. I mean, for $399, it's not very expensive. You know, also it's a good time with tax return season and all that. People gonna have a little bit of money. So
Sometimes I feel motherless chill.
I feel like this is kind of micro chop for me. I don't like it. Sample it. I'm just gonna do 8 chops.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a child. Sometimes you feel motherless, like a motherless child, like a motherless child, like a motherless child, like a motherless like a some like a some tiny some like a 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 some
Another. Oh, we on 4 bars. All right, y'all. If y'all appreciate the content, please give the stream a thumbs up. If you want to support the channel, links in the description. I just put out an MPC expansion that works with any of the MPCs, even the ones with the lesser gigabytes in it. It's called Soul Session 1. So it's a little project session with 10 instruments and a multi-sample drum kit, cycled layered kit, for some realism and stuff. Go check it out, link in the description. But most of all, just let me get a thumbs up. I'm planning on getting the MPC sample. I see it. These kind of videos usually, these kind of streams usually garner more interest. So I see a good amount of people in here. I will be having one. I'm very excited about it. So if you are too, give the stream a thumbs up. It'll sell out in minutes. I for real. I agree with you. I think it will. It's so cheap and it just looks like a lot of fun. So and a lot of people, I see a lot of comments. People are saying they're gonna buy more than one. So I can see that happening. It's a good way too if you have kids. I have a lot of kids. I don't know how many of them are interested in music at this point. They're all under I guess 9 years old. I think maybe my eldest is. I have all girls. So it's kind of a more male dominated kind of hobby and pursuit. But I don't know. But yeah, if you're going to start your kids, if you're doing this, your kids see you doing it, they have an interest, which is the likelihood, then this would probably be the one that you'd get them, right? So, are the pads small or are the knobs big? Yeah, small pads for sure. At least MPC 1 size pads, which are pretty small. But yeah. Sample. Sometimes I feel like a motherless. Sometimes I feel. Sometimes I feel like a motherless, like a motherless child, like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel, sometimes yeah, so that's it. You know, I just wanted to show that to y'all real quick. I think I'm gonna just jump off the stream. You guys could get back to your regular scheduled lives. Y'all ain't really chatting, so I'm gonna head out, do some other things. I appreciate y'all being here though. All right. Yeah, peace.